Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I've got a very exciting video for us, as you can see by the title. Today I'm going to be reviewing and trying out for the very first time the SheGlam Spontaneous Sagittarius Palette. Now I had to get my hands on this, as you saw in my very first Shein haul. As I am a Sagittarius and I'm very into the zodiacs, horoscopes, all of that, so I was super excited to try this out. So this is what the palette looks like. It is so beautiful, and then when you open it, it's got 2, 4, 6, 8 beautiful shades, and I just think it is packaged so well. It's such high quality. Like, I'm super impressed by it. This picture on the front is almost not 3D, but it's raised, and just the detail and the artwork that has gone into these palettes. So I've obviously checked out all of the horoscope palettes and I'm dying to get my hands on them, but obviously I had to get Sagittarius first. So I purchased this for 90 Rand, which is such a steal. You can get the whole entire range in this beautiful pull out like packaging that looks super high quality. I've looked at the reviews, so I might get my hands on that, but let me just show you a quick close-up. So that's what she looks like. I absolutely love the artwork. You should see some of the others. So that's the front cover. It's very high quality packaging, and then you open it to these. I'm going to turn it so that you can see. Beautiful shades. It's really nice. And then over here on the side, I'll read it to you because it's a bit difficult to see, is all about a Sagittarius. So the inside says, an independent and wanderlust dreamer like you wants to explore the world and learn everything there is to know. This makes you one fascinating soul. Your passionate presence always puts others at ease. You always want the best for your loved ones, even if that means not sugarcoating the truth. Now, I'm a lot of traits that a Sagittarius holds, but I'm also on the cusp of others, so that is very me. And then at the back it just says SheGlam Spontaneous Sagittarius Palette, driven by wanderlust and wild curiosity, you live your life to the fullest. Spontaneous Sagittarius, and when it comes to your glam game, you feel the same. Ordinary, overdone colors are not your thing. That's why we curated a range of radiant purples in mattes and showy shimmers to cater for your unique and quirky spirit, which is super cute. And then it's just got the address. It seems to be made in Hong Kong, and then yeah, it's 8 grams. It's got an FSC sticker on it, and then I just want to look at this packaging. So on the side it says Explorer, Wanderlust, Risk Taker. Oh, those are the shade names, which I'll read to you now. It's got the matte ingredients, it's got the shimmer ingredients, and yeah, that's basically it. So let's have a look at these colors. So we have over here 1, 2, 3, 4 mattes and 4 shimmers. This is, I would say, a more glittery shade. So this is Humor, Straight Shooter, Risk Taker, Optimism, Wanderlust, Jupiter, Explorer, Wild, and which I think are perfect names for the Sagittarius folk. And then this one's got the impressed symbol, the symbol of Sagittarius. So I think let's do a little color swatch and see how they come out. I'm going to pop off my watch here so that I can do it on, whoops, this hand. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Wanderlust. Oh wow. I'm going to go in with Risk Taker, Wanderlust, and Explorer. Wow, okay, so this is the first. How am I going to show you this? Let me show you. Right, so that is the first color swatch. Very impressive so far, the first line. So this is Humor, Risk Taker, Wanderlust, Explorer. This is Straight Shooter, Optimism, which is a super glitter shade. Then Jupiter and Wild and Free. So I'd say these two have got more glitter flakes, and that's more of a shimmer. Okay, so because there's so many colors to choose from, I feel like I'm going to do 2 different looks on 2 different eyes and see how that comes out. I want to use these that I purchased in the haul as well. These are the So Long Fallout Butterfly eyeshadow shields. They look like this. It's quite interesting how to use them, but I just had to get them because they were so cute. So I'm going to take out, I'm going to start with this eye, I think. Let's start with this eye. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and I'm assuming there's a sticky back. Yeah, there is. Ooh. Okay, the whole thing is sticky. And I think we're going to place it this way today because I need kind of a decent line. So I'm going to place it on my skin like that. These can also be used for like decorative purposes. I know this is an upside down wing now, but anyway, I'm going to put this hair back. Okay, so I'm going to start with this eye. I'm quickly going to put some concealer on, and then let's jump straight into the first eye look. Okay, so there's a lot of background noise. The birds seem to be going crazy today. But anyway, let's just proceed. So I'm going to pick up a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go in with Humor, which I feel like is the lightest matte shade. And I'm going to pop that all over the little bit of the outer corner, and then buffing it into the crease. Okay, so the first layer of that is very pretty. It's very subtle, which is quite nice for a crease shade. It seems to be blending pretty well. I'm going to go in with another layer and just darken it up slightly. Okay, so far so good. That looks really pretty. As I say, it's very subtle, but it's blending like a dream. Halfway off the eye, and just blend that out. Okay, that color is a bit darker and it's super pretty. Okay, so far so good. Look how nicely they're blending out, and look how buttery they are. I hope it's coming up on camera. Just refocus so that you can see. Okay, I'm going to go in with Wanderlust, which is this color over here, and I'm going to use, I think, a flat brush, and I'm going to pop that on just the outer corner. Wow, look at that nice purple. Okay, and then just blend it slowly and ever so lightly. Is it me or is it not sitting over here? I know it is. Okay guys, so far I'm super impressed. Look how pretty this eye look is looking on this side. I am going to quickly cut my crease a little bit here so we can work with some shimmers, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have cut my crease, and I'm going to go in with Risk Taker, which is this darker shimmery shade. And I'm going to pop that on the middle of my eye. This is quite a dark shimmer, but let's try and see what it looks like. Oh wow. Oh wow, hello. Look Guys, these eyeshadows are super pigmented. My gosh. I think I almost went in with a little bit too much here. And I'm just going to blend it into the darker shade. However, that is super, super pretty. Why is my camera not focusing? Okay, so that is super pretty. And then on the inner half, I'm going to go in with a Jupiter, which is this shade over here. And let's fill in this part here. Okay, so Jupiter is super light. Super light. It's not really blending the three together. Okay, I'm going to go in with Wild and Free. Okay, so that's a bit better. Wild and Free. And if you can see here, this is losing a little bit of color. So I'm going to go back in with Wanderlust, and I'm just going to fix that up there. Okay, so this Wanderlust is a tad bit patchy, as you can see. Okay, so far it's really pretty. I'm just not so keen on this patchiness here of Wanderlust. It seems as soon as I put it on, it falls away, and then when I put Risk Taker over the top, it kind of disappears. If you can see what I mean there. I'm going to go in with Explorer, which is the really dark shade, and I'm going to try and put this just on the outer corner and blending it a little bit in, just to smoke it out a little bit and possibly get rid of some patchiness. Okay, it's helped ever so slightly, but I'm still feeling this patchiness over here. Okay, so the blend of shades, it's actually helped a tad bit there. The blend of shades is really pretty. The shimmer looks really good. The only shade I'm not 100% sure with is this Wanderlust shade, as it is breaking up and it's patchy. But Risk Taker is beautiful, and Wild and Free is beautiful, but Jupiter also didn't really show up. So I think that's more for like an inner corner highlight. So let's test it out. Sorry for all the noises, guys. We've got people here. I'm gonna put it over here. Yeah, it's more of an inner corner highlight, even though it doesn't look like it. It actually looks darker than this one. It works better there. It's super pretty. Actually, I don't know if it's showing up. Anyway, let's move on to the next eye and try out the other set of shades. Okay, so the other eye is all geared up. I'm going to go in with Humor again, which is this one over here. And I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. I really like this shade. I think it's nice for a transition shade. It's also nice if you just want to have a subtle purple look. And I'm going to pop that all over the lid, because this eye, I'm going to do a halo effect. I want to use that glitter and see how it performs. Optimism. It looked really pretty on my arm. It is a kind of chunky glitter, so I'm dying to see how that will look on the eye. Another thing I like about this palette, not that it actually bothers me, but it does bother a lot of people, so it's always good to mention, is that there's not a lot of fallout. However, fallout can mean that the pigment is really good, so just bear that in mind. Okay, I'm going to go in with Straight Shooter, which is this one over here, and just darken up the outer corner, the crease, and the inner corner, because we are going to do, like I said, a halo effect here. So just buffing it out a bit. Am I noticing patchiness? No, I'm not. I'm just going to bring that into the inner corner ever so slightly. Okay, so these two colors, Humor and Straight Shooter, are really nice. You could just plain and simple wear them like this with a little bit of Wild and Free or Jupiter on the inner corner, but for this purpose of the video we're going to go all out. So what I'm going to do now, and this is if you don't know how to do a halo, is I'm going to take a little bit of concealer and I'm going to pop it just on the center of the eye, and then without looking up I'm going to blend out that concealer. Okay, so it looks like that. I'm then going to go into, I think, let's go in with Wild and Free, and I'm going to use this sponge applicator, and I'm going to pop that all over where I just placed the concealer. Okay, so this is a how-to and a review in one. Okay, and just evenly place it all over. Okay, so this Wild and Free is such a pretty color. It's almost a bit like Duo, but not really, and it's super iridescent. And then you're going to go back in with your darker color, which I'm going to go in with Straight Shooter, and I'm just going to blend the shimmer and the matte all together. And then for the fun part, I am going to go in with Optimism, which is this glitter shade over here, also on a sponge brush. And oh, this is a chunky glitter. And I'm going to place that all over where I placed the shimmer. Oh my word, this is beautiful. I'm going to come a little bit closer so that you can see this glitter. Okay, so just have a look how beautiful this glitter shade is. It's a very chunky glitter, but it is beautiful. And then this is just a close-up of this eye. That darker color really helped with the choppiness over here. And I can see a little bit of choppiness I'm experiencing here. I'm wondering if it is the blend of the eyeshadows together and how they work together. I'm going to go in with Explorer, which is that dark color, and I'm going to pop it over here just to see if we can blend this out slightly, but I think not. Okay, it's definitely sticking to that shimmer shade. Okay, and then I'm going to take Jupiter and I'm going to pop her in the inner corner because I think that's perfect for what she needs. Is she is just beautiful on the inner corner, as you can see. Okay, so these pads worked really well. Look how beautiful and clean and cut each side is. Okay, so let's just take a brush that we've used with purple on and let's just dust it underneath the eye. So I'm going to quickly go and do the rest of my face. I'll be back so we can review one more product and then chat about this palette. Okay, so another product I bought in the makeup department, which I wanted to try out today because we were doing eyes, were these 10-piece eyelashes from Shein. I don't know how they're going to look because they, oh, this look, anyway, we'll talk about it just now. This looks very dramatic, but we're going to try them out. Okay, so these were just called volume lashes, so I'm just going to pick one up. They don't really look like they've got a specific side to them. And I'm going to pop that on. Oh, okay. Let's just measure. Okay, I'm going to take a tiny bit off. Okay, so this side is on. They are super volume. I can literally feel them touching the top of my eyelids. This side is not wanting to stick. I'm going to quickly put the other side on and then we can see what they look like. Right, so eyelashes are on and a little bit of mascara underneath the eyes, and let's chat. So the palette, okay, this eye actually turned out much better than I expected once the Explorer shade covered the patchy Wanderlust shade. So this has actually turned out to be a really nice eye. The shadows blended so well together. I really do think that you have to use them in a certain order because, as you saw, certain shades didn't blend together, which is a bit of a bummer. This eye, however, is super patchy on this side, and that's because a very dark shade didn't blend with a very light shade, which was the Straight Shooter blending with, sorry, the Explorer blending with the Wild and Free. So if you look on this side, Wild and Free is on the inner corner and Explorer's on the outer corner. This one we kind of blended them together. However, this glitter is bomb. Optimism is bomb. So for this palette being only 90 Rand, I don't think it's a complete fail, but you are, or you do have to be aware of which shades you place together and how you blend them. However, these are very way out looks that we did today. I'm going to try this again on my Instagram with a very plain look and see what we get to. But if you just look at this eye look straight on, it's very striking. I mean, the colors and the shades are beautiful. They're pigmented, they're buttery, they really are super pretty. So for 90 Rand, I don't think it's a complete flop. And then with the, sorry, it's obviously lawn mowing, leaf blowing, something day out there, so just ignore it. I'll try and put music in the background to drown it out. These eyelashes are very dramatic. I mean, I wouldn't just wear these out on a normal daily basis, and the size is a little bit irregular. I don't know if you can notice on camera, but this side is a little bit different to this side, and they all look pretty much the same. These were 58 Rand, which is an absolute steal for 10. I mean, yeah, so if you're looking for a very volumized lash, I would highly recommend these. Just make sure that you cut them and place them in the correct place. And then these little shadow shields worked like a charm. There was no fallout. The cut crease is perfect. And you could use them in different ways. I mean, you could use them that way as well to get a certain eyeliner effect. You could use them this way if you wanted like a graphic liner, which I'm going to try out to get the wobbliness of that if you're looking for like a graphic liner look. So I would probably give this palette a 6 out of 10, and I would probably give these eyelashes a 5 out of 10, and I would highly recommend these. I would give these a 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10. I didn't find any fault with them. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I would like to try out the other Zodiac palettes. However, I am going to be using this one because I think it's really pretty, and if you blend the shades together for 90 Rand is really a steal. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry about the noise in the background, it's just been a very busy day. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you'd like to see more, please comment down below and let me know if you've bought any other eyeshadow palettes of Shein. I'd really like to try more SheGlam, the brand SheGlam products, so maybe in my next order. So let me know if you'd like to see that. And yeah, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button for a little like, and to subscribe if you would like to see more. But thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.